on, everybody? So I got back from a nice little, wasn't nice, but I was in Pennsylvania for work all week. Really meant to get the last video up earlier, but I just got busy and ended up throwing it off until Saturday morning. Sorry about that. You gotta do what you gotta do when it comes to work, but we're back and we're filming. And on today's agenda, it's gonna be a sad day because I'm getting rid of my good old dirt bike. I've had her up for sale for about a week now. Actually, one of you guys hit me up, offered me my asking price, and he is on his way to come and pick up the bike. I've been riding her around all afternoon, at least around the neighborhood, when I'm not technically supposed to because the neighborhood Nazis hate it. But I figured, you know, I might as well tear up the neighborhoods one last time before I part ways with her. Let's just make sure she starts right up with no issues. Look at that. Beautiful. Man, I'm gonna miss this bike. Those of you that have been around on the channel for a while will know that this 230 and the XR100 that I had, which I just sold last weekend, have been just sitting in the garage gathering dust. And now that I have the Z, if I sell the bikes, I could use some of that money and put it towards some parts for the Z. I think it's a fair trade-off considering the fact that there's not many places to ride around here in Northeast Florida. There are a couple of tracks, but I was always more of a trail riding type of guy. So to trade the bikes for essentially car parts, I think it's a good idea. And I know for a fact you guys are pissed at me for wanting to sell the S14. I scooped her up from the trailer yard because I do have a buyer coming to see it tomorrow. And it's kind of sad to think that, you know, I get a new project when I still have that one that's semi-unfinished sitting in the garage. But the way I see it, because the S13 is going to be the Pro-Am car, I needed something that I could daily drift. And tomorrow, after I meet up with the potential buyer for the S14, I'm going to be heading to OSW to give the Z its first drift shakedown. That will be in the next video though, so no, you won't see any drifting action in this one. But because I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off all day, at least since I got home from the airport, I do need to replace a stud on, I think, the front driver's side. Been driving around riding dirty with 4 studs. And because I technically don't want to be breaking OSW tech regulations, we are going to be good boys and replace that stud today. I have my replacement studs that I picked up from my friend Pedro earlier today that we'll be installing. Oh, what is this? A bill? Bank ain't getting their money. Get out of here. But as far as I know, it is a pretty simple, straightforward process to replace studs. I've done it plenty of times on the FRS because the stock studs are absolute garbage. So I'm hoping that it turns out to be a quick process on the Z. What are you looking at, Nacho? You think this is food? Go ahead, eat it. Eat the stud. Tell me how it feels coming out. So I actually bought these lug nuts off of Amazon. I don't know if they are Muteki replicas. I'm not too big of a fan of the color, but for 20 bucks shipped for 20 lug nuts, I don't think it was that bad of a deal. Oh man, no! My DeWalt battery broke. Okay, so a couple of hours have passed. I was talking with Leighton, the guy I just sold the 230 to, and he is just about to drive off with it. Bye-bye 230, and bye-bye Leighton. I hope you enjoy the bike. The dude was actually really cool. He has an S13 that he is VH45 swapping. So I told him I better see him out at OSW when he gets it done. But yeah, the bike is gone, but that means more car parts.
What's up, dude?
How you doing, boss?
Good. What's up? What's poppin'?
Nothing much, just trying to get some tires mounted, boy.
Let's do it. You're gonna mount them this time.
Nah, I don't know about that, boss.
Got the Z up there too.
See, that's what mine should look like.
Should.
Should?
It's in the works.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
The Bluetooth device
Go.
connected successfully.
Joe, what are you doing?
Easy work, dude.
You have too much fun at work, don't you?
How they say it, work smart, not hard.
Yeah, there you go. Just use that running around the shop. So yeah, what I have to get mounted today are some beefy 285 35s that came off of the set of RPF ones that I had bought 2 years ago. Because they were just way too beefy to fit on my S14, they've just been sitting in the garage, but now that I have a Z, perfect to go ahead and throw them on for tomorrow's shenanigans. So yeah, Dro, I don't think you want to let me try to do this. This is a nice fancy machine. It's probably worth more than all of my cars combined.
I think you're just scared, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I'm not gonna lie. How about I just watch you and you talk me through how it's done?
All right, I mean, first we gotta pull the valve core, get the air.
Uh-huh.
Got all the one. We're gonna line it up. We're gonna lock our wheel up. It's really simple.
Yeah, it's simple because it's a freaking probably $15,000 tire changing machine.
Yeah, it's probably around 25.
25? Good God. Look at all this automation.
It pretty much does everything for you. You should have seen our last tire machine. That one, that's a mission putting low profile tires like that.
Uh-huh.
So we break the top bead.
Okay.
And then now we're gonna break our bottom bead. There we go. So after we break the beads, we're gonna give it some lube.
And you're just doing this all with your feet?
Feet, we got our switches here that turns the tire. The switches for the rollers, upper, the head, the tool head. So these machines got so advanced now, we don't really have to use our
pry bars or anything?
Pry bars, all that good stuff. It's one of those nice fancy machines now.
Yeah.
So we pretty much just control everything.
Mm-hmm. This is what 25 grand gets you.
Pretty much. Pays off.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can, the throughput on the amount of tires you can get changed.
It's already off.
Yeah. And that wasn't even probably a minute.
I didn't break a sweat. And remember, we always got to lube the outer bead.
Lube is important, isn't it, Dro?
Always is.
You better not scratch my wheel, Dro.
I'm gonna scratch it just because you said that.
Oh, it gets the lip of the tire over the lip of the rim.
It keeps it down, so then it turns it around.
Gotcha.
On these tires, I might have to use like a pry bar, just so, because it's the sidewall's so thin.
Gotcha.
The problem I run into, because it's low here, I need to push this down so I can get it around.
Gotcha.
So if I get a pry bar...
$25,000 tire mounting machine problems, huh?
Well, low profile problems.
Low profile
usually.
problems, okay, that makes sense.
Because the bead's so tight, we usually have issues with this. So what I usually do is I give it pressure, and then we're gonna spin it. Woo!
Oh, there you go. Is it gonna do it?
So now we're just gonna pump it up, and we're gonna go.
So what? This is like 4 minutes total.
I'm not quoting time.
But you're fast.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick.
No, yeah, wait, you're not fast. The machine is fast.
The machine is fast.
All right, Dro. Thanks again. You better be getting a Z soon.
Soon.
Soon?
Soon, bro.
Soon, okay.
Soon.
All right, see you, boss. Okay, now I'm back home from getting the tires mounted. I really gotta kind of hurry. Time is kind of running out, so I need to get this stud out. You can see it's this one that is broken. It is basically sheared at the base of the hub. So what I have here is a little bolt and a hammer, and this sucker should just pop right out. Yeah, look at that. Completely sheared. Let's hope that the other studs aren't that bad. And that's exactly why I had ordered 3 in total, because I figured if we're gonna have the issue with one, we might have issues with others down the road. Go ahead, slip it through the back here. Hopefully it will fit. There we go. Now, a lot of you guys might roast me for the method that I'm going to use for setting the stud in the hub. I've done this in the past on the FRS, but if you get some washers, slip it over the top of the stud as it's set in there, then get a lug nut, thread it on slowly, just making sure that the back side of the stud is nice and flush. All you'll end up needing to do, get your trusty old impact and slowly tighten. And because there's a distance that the lug nut has to travel because of the spaced out washer, it will pull the stud and set it into the hub. Now, one thing to note before I tighten down the stud to get it to set, you will want to set up a hammer or piece of wood maybe against one of the other studs, because as soon as you go to tighten it with the impact, it's going to want to spin the hub, and this will keep it from rotating. Just make sure you don't put whatever you're using to leverage against the stud far out on it, because then that will create a moment and potentially shear another stud, and that would be no bueno. Here we go. Okay, a couple hours later, I got the stud back in. I am kind of curious because the one replacement stud was shorter than the rest, so I wonder if that's going to cause a weird vibration or maybe just decrease the life of the bearing. Oh well, I mean, it is what it is at this point. But I have the Z loaded up on the trailer, ready for tomorrow's little private day, and the S14 is sitting up front, waiting until tomorrow, where hopefully she will be sold. Okay, I have spent all morning cleaning up the 240. The potential buyer should be here any moment now. I'm telling you, if we end up selling the car today, I'm going to be a sad, sad man. But happy, because I got money in my pocket. I know, it looks like he just pulled up, so I guess I gotta get down to it. So with that said, make sure you guys tune into the next video to see if we ended up selling this thing. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.